Hello everybody, it's your boy NoukonNeko, your perfect virtual feline friend and purveyor of good vibes. So today we are here to play some Genshin Impact. It's been a while since I last played Genshin Impact, but I've been waiting for the new event to start. The new version came out and I think the only thing you really could have done was explore the new area that came out.
Is this a little more off?
And I did do a little bit of exploration. I mainly yeah, this is the new area right here. I mainly unlocked the main waypoints and unlocked some of the waypoints near the new boss so that I could start farming it a little bit with some friends. But that's kind of all I did so far. But I knew there was definitely going to be a New Year's or Lunar New Year's event coming in. It came like a couple of days ago and I was like, yeah, as soon as it comes, then I'll probably start streaming Genshin again. So it's here and that's why I am here. And not only that, but I also have a little bit of a new outfit. Yeah, I think last year I did a little update to my outfit, right? To my main outfit. And I was like, it'd be nice if I kind of have a new outfit every year, right? And I was like, it's New Year's. It's probably good to kind of have something kind of New Year's-ish outfit, right? I'm kind of wearing a yukata. Because probably you can't see it too much. Actually, I wonder how much you guys can see. Yeah, you guys probably can't see the whole thing right now. You can only really see the top of the outfit, but it's yeah. I probably will have to post like the whole full body picture of this, but it's pretty simple. It's just a simple yukata, and yeah, I have wore a yukata in real life before when I went to Japan, and I really did enjoy how comfy it is. So, and you kind of see some male characters wear this sometimes in New Year's kind of event. Festival event like stuff. Usually I kind of wear mostly normal clothes, but sometimes occasionally you would see characters wear this. But yeah, so that's kind of the outfit I decided to pick. But anyways, let's see what we have in store for this event. It's gonna obviously have some story, which is what we're mainly gonna focus on for today, and then I think they will have mini games. And I heard the mini games are multiplayer, but I'll worry about those mini games later. Yeah, I'll just really focus on the story and see what they has. The event has been out for a couple of days, which means there should be a decent amount of story out there right now. But after we catch up with the story, then we'll figure out what we do from there. Wait, what update is this? This is a 4.4 update. The 4.4 update came out like 1 week ago. It's funny because a lot of the updates kind of focus on stuff on Fontaine, right? But this update actually went back to Leeway and opened a new area in Leeway. So you like the Leeway area, then you're probably gonna like this. And you're gonna like the event because it's kind of going all the way back to Leeway. But okay, let me go ahead and head there. It'd probably be more obvious to see what's going on once we're there. I imagine they decorated Leeway. I haven't actually been there myself yet until now. Oh, 3.2, that's so far back. Wow, that was when Sumeru came out, and I was probably in the middle of doing stuff with Nahida. Right? Doing Nahida's story. Yeah. I forgot what they call this event in the game. I think they call it the Lantern Rite Festival. As you can see, there's a bunch of lanterns, right? Just floating about. What's the name of the event? Vibrant Harriers, Loft and Spring Breeze. Yeah, I forgot. There's also new characters that came out, right? And obviously I haven't done any pull video because I wasn't interested enough to pull for them. But it's not that I'm not completely interested, but I'm also kind of depleted. I just rolled for Raiden recently, right? And that kind of drained everything I had, especially after going for her weapon. And I think I lost a 50-50 somewhere there. Oh yeah, Ganyu's outfit. I know. You know, like, wait, where is it? I guess I just can see it from the shop. I really do like her outfit. I don't have the character though, so I don't have reason to get the outfit. But man, would have liked to have an outfit like this on one of my characters that I do have. It really does look nice. I think the other problem I have is I don't really have plans to get Ganyu into my account in the future because there's already plenty of characters that kind of do what I need someone like Ganyu to do. But Shunka has kind of something similar, and I do like her outfit as well. And I do plan to eventually get her, so I did already buy the outfit for this because I have a bunch of the pay currency just sitting around. And it's discounted right now. So I got that at least. I just can't really justify Gram Ganyu if I'm never gonna be able to use it myself. I'm sad about it, but that's just how it is.
I'm learning more.
Do you have Twitch open? I do have.
Embraces its duty as a jeweler cherishes
Twitch
their gems.
open, right? Wait, let me check. Hold on. I think Twitch drop should be on too. But I need to double check. Oh yeah, I do have Twitch open and I do have Twitch drops available too. So by watching me on Twitch, you will, if you have your account linked, your Genshin account linked to Twitch, then you will get some Primo Gems by watching me. Just a little bit. C2 Ganyu, but no crystals? What? These crystals I have right now, yeah, in the shop. Like I didn't really buy. I never bought any of these before, but when you buy the Welkin Moon, this one, when you get this, you get that 300 per buy, and I do it almost every month, and it just built up enough where I can buy the outfit. But I guess if you could technically still kind of do that, right, over time, if you want to be really optimal how much you spend to the game. But I like to kind of go really minimalistic when it comes to putting any money into any game. Yeah, I always feel like this is a bit too much sometimes, so I kind of avoid them. But yeah, Welcome Moon I think is worth it. You get a lot from it. I don't really do it to the kind of role war. I do it in a way to kind of support the game. Because if you join the game, then...
Ching and Charlotte! I never thought she'd see you two together.
Then putting money in the game isn't too much of a bad thing. But I just get a little bit bonus back. It looks like as soon as I jumped down, I got pulled in. This is kind of why I avoid event areas until I'm ready to stream it, just so I don't accidentally trigger this, because then I can't really ever undo it and take it back. But anyways, let's go ahead and continue this.
Nice to see you again, Traveler and Paimon.
Oh my god, I haven't seen Kachin for a long time.
Oh, we're not interrupting anything, are we?
Not at all. I wasn't in the middle of an interview or anything. I was just asking Miss Kuching about purchasing a kite.
A kite? Are you buying some regional specialties to bring back to Fontaine?
Well, yes. And...
It seems you haven't heard yet. The theme of this year's Lantern Rite is kites.
Oh, so that's why Paimon has seen so many floating in the sky.
Liyue Harbor is always changing, so it is only fitting that Lantern Rite should change in turn. The Qixing believes it would benefit Liyue to build on our own cultural foundation by embracing the technologies of other nations. After all, it is said that the stones of another mountain may serve to better polish one's own jade.
Yeah, remember my business meeting with Tianquan Ningguang the last time I was in Liyue Harbor? That's what it was about. But all I really did was use my network to introduce Lady Ningguang to some interesting people. I'm not sure that quite counts as fostering cooperation.
And yeah, they're talking about the last event. And they're talking about little upgrades they did. I actually wonder if people, like, without like talking to, like, starting the event story, can look around Liyue and just know what's different. Because they probably did make some adjustments, like they said. Man, but I have bad memory. I'm wondering if I would be able to tell.
In the end, we decided to combine Liyue's traditional art of kite making with Fontaine's mechanical vertical lifting device.
Oh.
Mechanical lifting device? Sounds pretty impressive. But don't kites just use the wind to fly? Why would you need to add something mechanical?
Yeah, good point.
Well, you've actually just answered your own question, Paimon.
It probably creates wind, doesn't it?
How high and far a kite can fly depends as much on the weather conditions as on the skill of the person holding the string.
But as soon as there's no wind, you can only flail about helplessly like a sweet flower medaka out of water. Experience doesn't matter at that point.
Yep, probably creates wind.
Liyue is now a nation ruled by humans after all. It's about time we had the power to make a kite fly, don't you think? Plus, the easier we can make it to enjoy, the more people will want to participate.
That's not a bad idea.
Right? I also thought it was a novel idea. Plus, it shouldn't cost much to do.
Oh, you know what? I just realized my options are being blocked. So I also get that when I stream Genshin, I should actually be on the left side. Let me just make a little bit of adjustments. Also, my ID is there for people to see in case they want to try to add me, which I'm fine with. Yeah, people add me all the time. As long as I'm not, like, you know, hitting the max limit, then I'm probably gonna most likely add you. Okay.
With Miss Charlotte's help, everything has gone smoothly. Our new mechanical kites are already available to purchase from a stall in the harbor. We're having trouble keeping up with demand. We also gave quite a bit of thought to the price. We didn't want it to be too much more expensive than a traditional kite.
Cool! Turns out you two and Ningguang like playing with toys just as much as Paimon!
Toys? They're not exactly toys.
I'm trying to think. Are kites toys? Because you do it for fun. They're not practical in any other means. But it's not like, you know, having a doll or having like a little toy car or anything like that. It's a bit more than that, right? It's not really a sport either.
You see, Miss Kuching? That does seem to be everyone's first reaction.
But like if I was to like I know like have like these like quadcopters. Technically a quadcopter I would consider a toy. Same thing with like anything remote control like flyables. It's just like kind is a little bit different from all of them, but okay. I guess people could say it's kind of like a toy.
Although kites are one of our most time-honored cultural relics, outside of their use in certain ceremonies, I suppose they're considered playthings more than anything now.
I mean, they're almost like as important as lanterns, right? And lanterns you don't consider as a toy.
But to me, there's so much more than that. Think for a second about how remarkable it is that a flimsy paper kite attached to a string has the capacity to touch the sky. It is this slight piece of paper that also carries the weight of Liyue's cultural traditions. There's an old poem that goes, "O kite born of paper, flying true in sound, a lone traveler wanders, just waiting to be found.
The game's on auto. There's like a weird pause right here. Maybe you have to hit the button here. Usually I kind of like let the timing go in case I miss something, but...
In the past, poets from Liyue used kites to symbolize a feeling of longing, or evoke the peacefulness of idyllic rural scenery. If the people of today can derive enjoyment from this activity, they will not only be more likely to better appreciate the tradition, but also to pass it down to the people of tomorrow.
That's the Kuching we know, always thinking 5 steps ahead of anyone else.
Well said, Miss Kuching. I've learned quite a bit myself.
As long as you're willing to listen, I'm happy to share. I also know quite a lot about the various folk traditions related to kites. For example, whenever a kite blew away, people would say it was the Adepti that summoned the wind to take it away as an offering. That way, you can turn an unfortunate event into an auspicious one.
What about something more fun? Do you know anything like that?
More fun. Let me think. Oh, I suppose we should first talk about how kites are made. It's another one of our precious forms of traditional craftsmanship. My grandfather told me that back when he was a boy, children learned the art of kite making step by step from their elders.
Oh.
First, you use the thin strips of bamboo to construct the frame. Then, you draw a design of your choice on a piece of paper, paste it onto the frame, and tie on the string.
You know, I did make a kite when I was a kid before, but it wasn't because of like for Lunar New Year. I forgot why, but it wasn't elementary school when I did it. Not as good as an actual like kite you would buy from the store though.
Then, you look towards the sky and release the kite to soar among the clouds. Some people write down certain names or desires on their kites, cut the string, and let them fly free. Others may place particular thoughts or meaning into the design itself.
Yeah, it's kind of like an art kind of activity, isn't it?
Are certain designs associated with certain meanings? I'm gonna jot all of this down.
Well, for example, kites in the shape of a butterfly typically symbolize freedom, happiness, or the desire to break free.
Fascinating. What else can you tell me?
The scissored-tailed swallow is the most classic design. It symbolizes good fortune and joyful tidings. Different colors also have small variations in meaning.
Are these commonly understood meanings and symbols in Liyue? Kind of like the language of flowers in Fontaine.
I believe so. Most have probably heard something about it from their elders at some point.
Yeah, that is kind of similar.
If you're interested, Miss Charlotte, I have several books on the topic that I could lend you. They could be a useful reference.
That would be a huge help! Great! Looks like I've got the outline for quite the article on my hands.
If it goes well.
Perfect! We're gonna take a look around.
Then I'll show Miss Charlotte to my home for a little while. I almost forgot. The Ministry of Civil Affairs is hosting a kite flying contest on the night of Lantern Rite.
There's a contest?
If you're interested, you're more than welcome to bring a kite and participate. The rules are simple. Whoever flies their kite the highest and furthest within the time limit will receive a special honor along with a secret prize.
Oh.
I've already prepared more than enough empty film for the event. I can see the spectacle already.
We'll be there. We got this in the bag.
Maybe tone it down a bit, Traveler. What if we don't win? It's better to keep a low profile until the competition starts. Then we'll give them a show they never saw coming. Oh, that secret prize is ours.
Then I'll look forward to seeing your performance.
You bet! See you then! Wait, Traveler? Take a peek to your right. Do you see those two people lurking over there?
Well, I can't see it from this angle. But yeah, I see them.
Is it just Paimon? Or were they staring at us the whole time we were talking to Kuching and Charlotte just now? They seem fishy.
Paging does attract a lot of attention.
Huh. Well, yes, but something's up. Paimon just has a bad feeling. Do you think they could be treasure hoarders? They always seem to be stirring up trouble during Lantern Rite.
Yeah, that has happened before. What were they trying to do again? It was supposed to be a decoy for something else they were up to.
Oh, Paimon's sick of waiting around for something bad to happen. We should strike first, you know? Foil their plans before they even begin?
Yeah, I mean, Paimon, that's kind of rude to assume that they're up to no good without any evidence.
You go right, Paimon will go left.
Wait, Paimon. Here we start. Guess we will get a kite this time around. So this contest doesn't sound too hard. The big secret to having a kite fly really high is having a very large kite. It has the bigger the kite, I guess the design also matters too, right? It has to be designed in the way you would catch as much of the wind as much as possible. And it needs to be light, and after you do that, you probably need also pretty thick strings, thicker strings than normal, because usually if the wind is very strong, you're gonna have a really tight pull from the kite, right? And if the pull is too hard, the string will break. So bit of mix of having the right length of string, have a big enough kite, and a bit of wind, but it sounds like everybody will have the same amount of wind, so that's not gonna matter. You will have something that flies really, really high in the air. That's why if you have like a small kite, it doesn't go that high. Which is what I made back when I was in elementary school. Usually the bigger kites are bigger, but man, were they scary when you're a little kid. And sometimes you're afraid you might get like lift off while holding to the kite.
Oh.
What?
It is with such an air of urgency that you appear before us. Your comportment suggests you believe us to have committed some heinous crime. Perhaps you could enlighten us as to your intentions.
Whoa, where did this fuddy-duddy come from? You should be the one doing the enlightening, buddy. Don't think we didn't notice you eavesdropping. One look and we could tell you were up to no good. Tell us everything, starting with your name.
One bears no secrets before two such as yourselves. You stand in the presence of the mighty and illuminated Adeptus, Moon Carver.
I can see what people mean now. Moon Carver is the deer. They're Adeptuses. Both of them are Adeptus. I don't know who the other one is, but they're human forms. And Cloud Retainer is the recent new character that came out, and she has, you know, a playable character look. And these two definitely do not look like a playable character. They look like any other NPC, maybe with like, you know, a different hair color. And that's why there's a lot of people complaining about this. But, you know, technically these Adeptuses can change their form, and you can almost consider this as a disguise, right? If they wanted these two to be a playable character, they probably would look better than this right now. They would change their look.
For the purpose of this foray into the mortal realm, however, you may address one as Hojong.
Hojong, okay.
You kidding? That deer's got his head stuck so far of us.
I think that's the right thing to say in case this is the real deal, Paimon.
You may want to hold your tongue, Paimon.
Don't think that Paimon is gonna believe you just because you know her name. Let Paimon guess. You're supposed to be Mountain Shaper, right?
I forgot what Mountain Sheeper was supposed to look like animal-wise. Like, I knew Mooncarve was a deer, and, like, Cloud Retainer was, like, the crane. What was, Mountain Shaper supposed to be again?
Indeed. Mooncarver and myself have descended upon the mortal realm for a visit. The two of you may call me Jiahu.
Huh.
Geo.
Looks like you did your research. But in our experience, the harder you try to lead us on, the more likely it is that we've got a big fish on our hands. We'll go straight to the Millilith and have you arrested for impersonating a death guy.
Preposterous. Utterly preposterous.
I mean, I guess it's not a bad idea to question who they are, but I mean, how many people will even know who these Adepti are in the first place to be able to try to imitate them, especially in their human form, which you probably don't see as often. But anyways, let's see if they can prove it. If you really are who you claim to be, perhaps you can prove it.
Right. Tell us something that only an Adeptus would know. And it better not be some common knowledge that any person on the street could tell you.
During the last Lantern Rite, we gathered at Mount Hulao with Rex Lapis and made use of Cloud Retainer's supreme cuisine machine to prepare bamboo shoot soup. Perhaps you have some recollection?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
The flavor of that soup was more than enough to whet one's appetite. As such, Cloud Retainer assented to my use of the device beyond that singular occasion, providing other recipes to boot. Since then, one has dabbled in the pleasures of the culinary arts whenever time allows.
It was such a weird cooking machine.
Dabbled? Upon one's last sojourn to your mountain, did you not immediately attempt to hide the device behind a chunk of amber as soon as one's presence was known?
Did one not speak up on your behalf but a moment ago? This is how you choose to repay that kindness?
One is simply trying to emphasize the veracity of our claim.
That does not mean you should reveal personal matters so readily. They might think one bears no difference from Cloud Retainer. Forget it. One does not have the breath to waste on such petty trifles.
I suppose they really are the Adepti. There's no way they would... a non-Adepti would know all this, right?
That might have been more detail than we needed. Seems like you two are the real deal, and Paimon sorry for suspecting you. But, for beings as forgiving as yourselves, this is just water under the bridge, right?
Take it as a compliment to the quality of your disguise. Few people will be able to see through it.
You indeed have an agile mind. Cloud Retainer was not mistaken in her high estimation of you.
Paimon's still curious about something. It's just... Paimon can understand why Mountain Shaper is here, but why did you decide to come to the city, Mooncarver? It's not really your thing, is it?
It is but an inevitable eventuality. Long have the mountains remained strangely idle since Cloud Retainer's move to Liyue Harbor. With Lantern Rite near at hand, one would expect Cloud Retainer to provide us with an account of the festivities in advance. Yet to this day, she has failed to appear.
Cloud Retainer is hardly the forgetful sort.
One must never rest idle in the face of that which demands action. And since our acquaintances dwell in Liyue Harbor, we had to travel here in human form to avail ourselves of their aid, Cloud Retainers in this case.
But a moment ago, one heard you speak of a mechanical kite of sorts. It appears the essence of the situation has hitherto revealed itself. Now it is time for one to retire back to one's abode.
So, you're not looking for Cloud Retainer anymore?
Perhaps there are aspects of Cloud Retainer's temperament that remain opaque to young Paimon. Given one's understanding, One can only imagine the anger that now consumes her.
Cloud Retainer is of a proud and arrogant disposition. She holds the belief that her skill in mechanics surpasses that of all others. One can be quite certain it is hardly with an open mind that she regards the arrival of this new technology.
One surmises that she has shut herself away, refused all company, and buried herself in the study of her own creations. To call on her would only invite her rebuke. However, if you do happen to cross paths with her over the next few days, do pass along one's regards.
Sure, leave it to us. Have a safe trip back, enjoy the scenery, and happy lantern ride!
Thank you for your kind words. We shall now depart.
We got all worked up for nothing, huh? All that trouble and it turned out to be people we knew all along! Well, it's still pretty early. Let's head over and check out the kite stalls. Paimon wants to see what kinds of kites we can buy to use in the competition. The bigger and prettier, the better.
Alright, I was a little bit distracted by my stream. Looks like it was having some quality issues. It was, but it looks like it kind of fixed itself. Or did it? There's definitely still some issues left. Yeah, there's some issues a little bit. I mean, I'm trying to see what else I could tell is going on.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Still a little choppy. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and restart the stream. This usually does fix the issue. Yeah, it's just sometimes it's just a bad start. It looked fine in the very beginning, but as soon as I hit like the play button, I noticed there's some issue which I thought would resolve a little bit over time, but it looks like it's just kind of stuck there. So I'll be right back very quick. It's just a quick reset. I'm gonna put us into the screen.